To win two events at the Diamond League this year, 200 and 400. Are you going to keep racing at both, or what's the plan for the World Champs next year?
Yeah, I'm leaning towards running both, seeing how nationals go and then kind of deciding from there.
Because you don't need to qualify for this, do you?
Yeah, no, I don't, so I can kind of focus on other things and, get things together.
And which is going to be your main focus? The 2, the 4?
I think it's going to be a bit of a balance, just being that it's World Championships and I've done the 200. This was my 4th time doing it, so I just want to see how I do 2 events, over the course.
Does that mean you get bored of the 200 though?
I'll never get bored of it, but it will be my focus going into Olympics.
And what about the 100? Is that history, or is it still part of the...
It's part of the training plan, so I feel like to be successful in my other races, I have to get my hundreds in, I have to get my speed up, so I'll definitely be racing it a few times at least.
Do you have any questions?
Exactly. You say 200 would be your focus for the Olympics. Is that ruling out the possibility of doing both at the Olympics?
No, it's not ruling out the possibility. It's just saying that it's my passion. It's what I would like to do well in most. So that's the order of my priority list, I guess.
Why do you like to choose that?
It's just a good distance for me. I've never had the greatest start, and the 400's a bit long to me. So it's just a perfect combination. I think my long strides and able to hold my top speed well, work well for that event. And I've always, ever since I began running track, it's always been one of my favorite events.
How difficult is, how would you grade yourself on the season doing both the 2 and the 4?
It was decent.
Now, is that body talking or is that you?
I think he's rubbed off a lot on me, so it's a mixture. But the 400 never really came together to me how I would have wanted it to, just strategy-wise. And, I feel like I'm still learning there and I need to kind of speed up with that process. And but I felt good about it, and I feel like going into next year I learned a lot of things and I can improve upon a lot. So, but I was pleased, because going into this season it was so different and I really just wanted to have fun. And as Bobby said, he wanted to kind of like back off for a year just because the next 3 years were going to be so intense. So I felt like, that goal was accomplished. I got, it wasn't such an intense year and I had some fun.
Do you call backing off trying 2 events?
A little bit, just in his training regimen and just what he demanded out of us wasn't as much as in previous years. And I think I did see a little bit of that in just the times. But it was an off year, so I think I'm more of a championship runner anyway. That's something I want to work on, but I did see that in this year.
You will compete this winter?
I doubt that I'll run an indoor season. If I do, I may run just a race or 2 just to work on some things, but just such a long year, I really want to race sparingly.
Races in the US, I guess?
Yeah, if I do some, I will. Yes.
Is there any possibility that you'd like to do 4, both relays in London?
Oh, definitely. I love the relays, and I think, obviously the most difficult part is going to be being a part of them, and I think that's why the 100 is always going to stay a part of my plan for the year. So, if I'm able to get on that relay, yeah, there's no way that I would turn it down.
Even if you were doing both
Yeah.
individual events?
Yeah, I would definitely make sure I was prepared to do that, but with the relays being at the end, I think that it wouldn't be a problem.
Interestingly, the only race you lost this season was a 200, not a 4.
Yeah.
Is the fact also that Sanya Richards was not running this season made it easier for you?
Oh, clearly. Yeah, definitely. It's unfortunate for me because I feel like I'm a true competitor, so I love those races. I feel like it makes you faster, makes you better. But you know, it was unfortunate that we didn't get to match up, but I think we have plenty of races ahead of us. And as far as that 200, yeah, I thought it was a really fun race, and I had hoped that we would have had a lot more matchups, but you know, that's just the way that it works, so.
Yeah, does that frustrate you at all that when you win all these 200s, you race Veronica, lose one time, and then you don't get another chance?
It is a little frustrating just because, like I said, I am a competitor and I thrive off those type of races. So, yeah, it's frustrating that you get your only matchup your first race and you never get to really, match up again. But it's kind of the nature of an off year and just something you have to deal with.
Talking about Veronica, I mean, you seem to win all the time at World Champs, and she wins all the time at Olympics. Is this trend going to change?
I hope so. That would be the plan. Yeah, it's not so much fun doing it like that, but yeah.
You wouldn't give up your world title, though.
I've come to the realization, it's my journey and it's kind of the path that I've taken, and so I wouldn't change it. I think that in the long run, it's going to make me better. It's going to produce a greater result because I feel extremely motivated, extremely determined. So I feel like 2012 will be good.
Is there anything about the events, the Olympics versus the World Championships, that you guys have been able to figure out? Why one streak, the two different streaks?
No, I think it's clearly she outraced me. I mean, she ran faster than I've ever ran before in 2008. 2004, I was fresh on the scene and no one even expected me to make the team. So I think I was clearly outraced in both, and I don't think it's anything more than that.
Off season, what do you do these days? Doing any teaching or?
No, I've been staying busy, doing lots with Nike and just a lot of responsibilities, PR things, and just getting things in order. And so I felt like I haven't sat still for a while. So looking forward to being at home starting in January for a bit of time and back in training and everything. So it's going well.
So you'll be back in January training.
Well, I've been training for about 5 weeks now, but I've still been doing a lot of traveling, so I'll be in California for a good amount of time starting in January.
What were your thoughts of the first year of the Diamond League, both for you and for the sport?
I think it was an interesting first year. I think it had really great intentions. I think that it was difficult to get a lot of the matchup races, and I think part of that was just because it was an off year. And I think people take an off year, you don't want to race as much, and those big races are, a challenge. And so, but other than that, I had fun. It's kind of, something different, and like anything, the first year is going to be, difficult, but I had a good time competing.
Too many races and too many competition. I mean, is 7 the right number, or you like more or less? Or?
For this year, it was about right. In a championship year, I'm not sure that I would choose to, compete as much, just because that's kind of how I am. I'm not sure about other athletes, but in an off year, it seems to be fine.
Well, I mean, that's the obvious question then. Do you plan to compete for the full Diamond League season this coming year, or have you worked that schedule out?
We haven't actually sat down and worked it out. Obviously, World Championships will be my focus. Diamond League will come second, but if it fits in my training plan, then I would love to participate and go for it again.